Welcome back to our final day of our neurographic portraits. So at this point, everything should be painted and kind of ready to go. The one final step would be if you did the neurographic background and you painted that last class, you may need to, I highly suggest you should, go back in with your permanent marker just like we did a few classes ago with the face and the hair. We want to sharpen up all of those lines in our background as well. Obviously make sure that your paint is dry before you do this. So if you just recently watercolor painted, you're going to want to give it a few minutes. Doesn't take too long, but give it some time to dry before you come back and sharpen up all of those lines. Okay? So finish that first before we photograph and get it into our art journal. And then, of course, we also want to make sure that we're removing it from whatever we have it taped to. So if you haven't yet, we're going to very carefully kind of pull at that 90-degree angle. Watch, I'm going slowly and carefully. I'm not going to rush this process. You just spent a lot of time making this amazing and awesome. The last thing we want to have happen is for it to rip on us and, you know, to make it not look as cool as it possibly could. So go slow with that and take that, the tape all off. All right? And then, of course, photograph it, get it in your art journal. That's the other video, though. You know how to do that already, but if you don't, watch the other video that talks about how to turn it in. But yeah, so we want to have that photographed and ready to go. Now, if you did a non-neurographic background, meaning yours is like maybe just a color gradient or a solid color in the background, whatever it is, it's not this, right? The whole neurographic thing. Don't forget that as you're taking pictures to add into your art journal, you need not only this, your portrait, with the solid or non-neurographic background, but you'll also have to add in the neurographic practice that we did on days 2 and 3, fairly certain. And if you haven't yet, make sure you're cleaning this up too and completing it. This will count for that portion of your grade. Since you didn't have the neurographic background, this is going to like be in place of that. So make sure you photograph this once it's finished and have that in there as well. Okay, same thing. You would want to, once it's ready for it, kind of at that 90-degree angle, slowly, carefully remove the tape so that we're not ripping it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you those things. Otherwise, now it's time to go watch the how to turn in video, get it turned in, put it into the Hall of Fame. Other people are going to want to see this because it's amazing and you're cool and you should show everybody what an amazing piece of artwork you've created. We'll see you next time.